EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. We are about set for some football, and it's Joey Sly to kick things off. And off we go from Minneapolis. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play. What can they do here on third down and 7? McCarthy from the gun. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of the Patriots has it. And he's going to score. Do you believe this start? Opening minute of the game. Fumble recovery and a touchdown. And that is the dream start for this defense on the opening drive. They get the first points of the game for their team.
You know, Mike, every team, they have an opening drive script. So what it is, it's the plays they feel best about. Pass, run, establish a little rhythm, and get your players into the game a little bit. Here they are executing their opening script, something they've done all week long. They cough the ball up, scoop, score, and you couldn't have drafted a worse start for this offense.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he is not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball. And that's about as good as it gets.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. Inside the 30. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with first and goal.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Second and goal. They'll run with Pacheco. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. They'll run with Pacheco. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it, thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of his own guys.
They'll try it now with Pacheco. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Vikings. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Panay Wanwu now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. First play, and May goes to the air. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
May to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to Baker. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
They send the tight end in motion. Quick throw, taken in. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
To throw on 1st down is May. Pass, right side, taken by Baker. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On second down, it's May. He'll get this to Baker. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. A give up the middle. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sly now for the point after. He's got it. And the Pats will move out to a 14-7 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. They'll send him over to the left. McCarthy now to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
McCarthy to the air on second down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down, sack. Second down, big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. Working his way across the field. That is caught by Addison. They needed 19, and that is exactly what they got. And they convert on 3rd and long.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, 14-7 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Second down and 8. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Whoa! And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second and a yard. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. Here's Pacheco. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. First and goal coming up. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line. On second down, here's McCarthy. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Minnesota. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one will be taken in the end zone, no run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. This one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Well, pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Handoff here, up the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. From out of the gun, here's May. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And he's going to be taken down.
Quarterback, you want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. Bell is the man in motion. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, New England. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Patriots will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Jelani Tavai there on the tackle. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That one good for 26 yards. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. Here's 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. They'll try to set up the screen here. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On 3rd down, they go with Pacheco. New England going to take their 2nd timeout, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 24-21 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
On the return, here comes Wanwu. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's May. To the left side here, caught by Baker. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. A toss left side, caught by his running back. Second down and 3. Working out of the gun, it's May. Going for it all. And he'll take it on in. Jalen Polk. Touchdown, Patriots.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And it'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. That's Chase Young off the edge with the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. To throw now, May. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jalen Pope that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. May going to look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. Pickup of 46 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and 6. Here's May. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Receiver in motion, headed left. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, Minnesota.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And that ball intercepted. It's Christian Gonzalez. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. We'll try the right side this time. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's got another one. Touchdown, New England. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown of this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. And he'll bring up 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Now a run on 1st down. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Down the sideline to the 20. And they finally get him down. Good gain on the ground, but hold everything. Maybe a reason he got so free. On play action, here's May. He'll let one go down the middle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Give on the ground, and he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7. 3rd and 5. Now, May. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Pats will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down. They continue to roll, continue to move the chains. That was a gain of 15. Now a give up the middle. He'll take it into the red zone. It's at the 19. Play action now. It's McCarthy. That one caught by Hawkinson. It'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there, and that is going to bring up 4th down.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. This drive will start on the ground. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Bell is the man in motion. They'll go with a counter on first down. And he'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Handoff here, up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's it. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. To throw is May. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they're going to use them. Down to a knee, one more time. And that should just about do it. So